What's up, YouTube? Hannibal123, Robert's World here. Do you know a guy named James Ray, the spiritual guide, self-help ministries? You know this guy lured 50 people to the Arizona sweat lodge in the warrior event, he called it. You know, the self-help program, you know, clear and cure your body through neurological help, spiritual help, and all that bull crap. He's a self-proclaimed guru. He lured these 50 people in a small tent, and 21 of them were hospitalized out of the 50, and 3 died. Here's the kicker. Do you know that each of these people give $9,000 to get sick and to die? There was one lady there that started throwing up, was real sick, was begging for water. They all was begging for water. But one lady started passing out, couldn't get a pulse, no. And he said, leave her alone. She'll be dealt with later. And another lady there raised the tent just to get air inside of it. And he said she was blaspheming against the spirituality of the, of his so-called self-claimed ministry. It is disgusting that people can follow someone like that. You know, what kind of people, what is in their mind? You know, thinking if this self-motivation and self-help ministries work, why hadn't it already worked for them already if they're followers? And if it was true, then there would be no reason to have doctors, you know, and there would be no disease, because we could say, oh, we could go see this moron James Ray, our guru, and he can be a motivational speaker to us, and we can be motivated into be healed. You know, is that not a crock of crap? Is that not, what do you think? I mean, if you're a follower of them, I'm sorry, you know, there's something wrong with you. You know, go to the doctor, you know, that's what they're for. Not go and sit in a room full of hot rocks and sweat, you know, and suffer and die. And get this, he had prayer pouches full of nicotine around their neck. What was that for? You know? That way they wouldn't have to have a smoke break. No smoke breaks. You've got to be in here till you die, or close enough. You know, if it really worked, why do it? You know, I mean, if it really worked, we all would be doing it. We all wouldn't have a disease, and I wouldn't have this Parkinson's disease, because I'd go follow him everywhere. But the only thing he's after is that money. That's all. That money. And it reminds me of something, and you think about this. It reminds me of November the 18th of 1978, when 900 people died following a man that acts just like this James Ray. And his name was Jim Jones. But all his followers give up everything they had and left and went to a place in Guyana. And then they all committed mass suicide for this man. So, wisen up, people. You know, your mind can be influenced by somebody you look up to. And then you'll wind up doing something that you can't take back. You know, people are followers. And if people are followers, you know, you can really, really get in trouble if it's, you know, with views like this. You know, tell me what you think about it. Tell me your views on this self-help ministries. I think that it's a bunch of shit. You know, I mean, it's just crazy. I mean, just plumb crazy. This man did not care one iota about these people. The only thing he wanted was that $9,000 for that few days or day or two or whatever. You know, and the law says, oh, he didn't get a permit to build these little tents to kill these people. You know, maybe he didn't have intentions on killing them. But he did have intentions on reprimanding them, saying she would be dealt with later. That's the same words quoted from Jim Jones in the Guyana tragedy whenever the 900 people committed mass suicide. That was the same words he used for anyone that went against him or didn't do what he said, or when it come to any healing or anything, and they was against it. He said they'll be dealt with. So tell me what you think about it. I think it's stupid. I mean, just plain stupid. How can sensible, educated, if they are, can follow somebody, follow somebody to the point to where they're going to die. It's just crazy. So tell me what you think. Give me your comments. Give me your views about it. I know this is probably old news, but it's the Arizona Sweat Lodge deaths. That's the third death. How many people's going to die in the world? I mean, it's, just to prove a point that following an idiot means there's usually idiots following idiots. Or they're really vulnerable or lonely. But this self-help stuff, forget it. Forget it. He just wrote these books and got filthy rich off of all of you guys that follow him for no reason at all except the money. Not to help you. Big motivational speaker, big deal. So tell me what you think about this. And tell me what your views, and see if it's not very, very, very close and similar to the Guyana, not the Guyana tragedy, but the Jim Jones, the starting of how Jim Jones did with his group and followers. So leave a comment, good or bad. I could care less. I'll answer them all. I'll answer all your comments. Subscribe, vote on it, rate it, whatever. This is Hannibal 123, and this is Robert's World. Peace, y'all.